Picture this: a crowded subway station in Tokyo during rush hour. Thousands of people moving, but it's almost silent. Now look closer. You see a 5-year-old child sitting perfectly still next to their mother. No iPad, no screaming, no begging for candy, just calm. Why is it that 80% of American parents report feeling overwhelmed by daily tantrums, while Japanese children seem to have almost supernatural emotional control? If you think it's just strictness or fear, you're completely wrong. It's actually the opposite. If you're struggling with a child who won't listen, or if your home has turned into a constant battlefield of yelling and timeouts, this video will change everything. The problem with yelling: most of us have been raised on a diet of punishment and rewards. And kid does something bad, we punish them. Kid does something good, they get a sticker. We've been taught that children are manipulative, that we need to break their will early. So we resort to yelling. We tell Michael to put his toys away. He ignores us. We raise our voice. He ignores us again. We scream. Finally, he moves. But here's the problem. When you scream, you trigger your child's amygdala, their fight or flight response. Their brain floods with cortisol, which shuts down the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic and cooperation. By trying to force obedience, we're actually making it biologically impossible for our children to listen. We're creating stressed, reactive kids who are disconnected from us. But the most successful parents in the world, the ones in Japan raising the calmest, most cooperative children, they don't use power struggles. They use something called ikuji, a philosophy of nurturing rather than molding. And it involves 8 specific rules that create lifelong bonds of mutual respect. Rule 1, Skinship, physical closeness. In Japan, they call this skinship. It's all about physical closeness. In America, we're told to give babies their own space. Let them cry it out. Put them in a separate room. But in Japan, children often sleep in the same room as their parents until age 10. They're carried a lot. They're held often. The result? A massive spike in oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and a significant drop in stress hormones. By meeting the child's need for closeness early, the child develops secure attachment. This makes them want to please their parents later because the bond is so strong. Rule 2, the proximity rule. You rarely see a Japanese parent yelling across a playground. If David is doing something wrong, the parent walks over, kneels down to eye level, and whispers. This is huge. In Miami, you might hear a dad shouting, "Stop that!" from the kitchen. But that's just noise to a child. It's a threat, not a lesson. By getting close, you engage the social part of the brain. This makes cooperation natural, not forced. Rule 3, Meiwaku, the no bother rule. This is the no bother rule. In America, we focus on individual rights. It's my toy, I want to scream. But in Japan, children are taught from age 2 to consider how their actions affect the group's harmony. Instead of saying, "Don't run because I said so," a Japanese parent might say, "If you run, the people downstairs will be bothered." They use empathy as the primary tool for behavior, not authority. Rule 4, Gamen, patience and endurance. Gamen means patience or endurance. But it's not about suffering. It's about emotional regulation. When a child in New York wants a candy bar at checkout and starts crying, the parent often gets embarrassed and either gives in or gets angry. But a parent practicing Gamen teaches the child to sit with the feeling of wanting. They acknowledge the feeling. I see you want that. And then they wait. They don't distract. They don't bribe. They just model the calm state they want the child to reach. This builds the ability to delay gratification, which is the #1 predictor of success in adult life. Rule 5, Shokuiku, food education in Japan. Lunch isn't just a break. It's a lesson in gratitude. Children serve each other. They clean up together. They thank the food. Take John, a father in Houston struggling with his 6-year-old son's aggression. He started involving his son in meal preparation and cleaning rituals at home. Within 3 weeks, John noticed a 40% decrease in his son's tantrums. Why? Because the child felt like a contributing member of a team, not a consumer being served. Rule 6. The gift of independence in Tokyo. You'll see 7-year-olds taking the subway alone. Japanese parents give children manageable risks, like walking to the corner store alone. This builds self-efficacy, the internal belief that I am capable. When a child feels capable, they don't need to act out to get a sense of power. They already have it. Rule 7. Low conflict communication. Japanese parents rarely use no as a blunt instrument. Instead, they use the mirror method. If a child is acting up, they mirror the emotion back. You seem very frustrated that we have to leave the park. Once the child feels seen, their nervous system relaxes. They become cooperative because they no longer feel the need to fight for their autonomy. Rule 8. Lead by example. There's a Japanese proverb. The back of the parent is the child's textbook. If you want a child who doesn't yell, you must never yell. If you want a child who is patient, you must be patient with them when they're at their worst. The CALM framework. To help you implement this, I've developed the CALM framework. It stands for connection, attachment, limits, and modeling. C is for connection before correction. Always touch your child's shoulder or get to their level before giving an instruction. A is for attachment. Spend 15 minutes of floor time every day. No phones, just you and them. L is for logical limits. Explain the why behind the rule, not just because I said so. M is for modeling. Show them the behavior you want to see. A real example. Imagine you're at a grocery store. Sarah's daughter Mia wants a toy. The old way, Sarah says, "No, put it back." Mia screams. Sarah gets embarrassed and snaps, "Stop it or we're going home." Result, high stress, zero learning. The Japanese way, the calm way. Sarah kneels down. "Mia, I see that toy looks very fun. It's hard to leave it here, isn't it?" Mia nods, crying a little. Sarah continues. "We're going to practice our patience now. Let's say thank you to the toy for letting us look at it, and we'll put it back for the next child." By acknowledging the emotion and giving it a ritual, you bypass the fight or flight response. Your action plan weeks 1 and 2, the proximity phase. Stop yelling from other rooms. If you need to tell your child something, walk to them every single time. By day 7, you'll notice they start looking for you before they act out. Weeks 3 and 4, the skinship phase. Increase physical touch by 50%. Hugs, hair ruffling, sitting close during movies. This rewires their nervous system to view you as a source of safety, not rules. By month 2, the empathy phase. Start using the no bother logic. If we leave our shoes here, Daddy might trip. Let's help the family stay safe. What if it doesn't work? Here's what might happen. When you stop yelling and start using these calm methods, your child might actually get worse for a few days. They're testing the new boundaries. Don't panic. It's a sign the brain is changing. Stay the course. If they scream, you get quieter. If they push, you offer a hug. I remember a mother in Boston whose son would have meltdowns for an hour every night. She started the whisper rule. She only spoke in a whisper when he was screaming. By the 3rd night, the son stopped screaming within 5 minutes. Why? Because you can't have a power struggle with someone who refuses to fight. The transformation. When you combine these ancient Japanese principles with modern brain science, the results aren't just obedient children. They're harmonious families. This requires a shift in your identity. You're no longer the boss. You're the guide. Your first step, let's recap. Stop the yelling. Prioritize physical closeness. Teach empathy. Practice patience yourself. And always get down to their level. Your first step starts right now. Go to your child. Find them wherever they are in the house. Give them a 10-second hug. Don't say anything about chores or grades. Just connect. Tomorrow, try the proximity rule. No shouting across the house. If you do this for just 7 days, I promise you'll see a different child looking back at you. You're not just changing behavior. You're building a relationship that will last a lifetime.